What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN USD. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, you guys. It is the 18th day of September, and here we are, sitting at about 1.16 cents. We've got about 3 days and 9.5 hours left in this week here. And we're looking at the weekly time frame because I think it just really is important to remember where we are in the grand scope of things, okay? I mean, OnyxCoin had a massive sell-off. That's all it knew was blood in its first months of existence, right? Its first, what is that, from July to October, and in its first year and a half, year and a quarter of existence there. Very, very incredible move down. And what we had was lows, highs, higher lows, higher highs, right? And inevitably, we actually took out this low, and we saw a lower low. Imagine the panic that there was down here. There were people, you guys, remember, right? There were people down here that were actually bearish on OnyxCoin, right? They were bearish beyond all belief. And why shouldn't they be? We had a lower low. Yeah, this massive downtrend, right? It's dead in the water, right? All this stuff. It's a scam. It's not coming back. It's never going to do any of that. They were actually bearish here. There were people who were actually bearish here too. And even all the way up. We know those people. Man, how wrong they were. Now we're looking at this over here. We've got a lower low here, you guys. And there are people who are actually bearish here, right? They didn't have the nuts to say anything up here. No. But down here, oh yes, they're very, very loud. Isn't it interesting how all of a sudden it's so obvious how bearish this thing is now that it's got a lower low. And mind you, it's actually got a higher low. Overall, it is a higher low. Mind you, overall, this was a higher low, right? It's the same kind of concept. We look at this here from the last relative high that we had. Not this one, not the most recent one, but just the last relative high to where we were when we started to move up. That was 34 weeks. We look at this here. We look at where we are now, 34 weeks. I think it's important to look at the grand scope of things, just understand where you are. Because if you're looking at the daily stuff, if you're comparing yourself to other coins especially, man, there are other coins that have pumped this week. There are other coins that will pump next week. Will OnyxCoin pump this week or next week? Maybe, maybe not. It didn't pump any of these times, but guess what? There were coins that were pumping in October. There were coins that pumped in November, more than OnyxCoin even. Let's see, how much did we pump here? From a low to high. 225% is good from November to December, but there are coins that did 300, 400, 500% in that time, right? More than that even. Was this the worst choice? Absolutely not. It ended up doing really, really well. It doesn't matter what other things are doing right now is the main point of what I'm saying here. It matters what OnyxCoin is doing. What it's doing right now is it had a massive rally, extraordinary rally, and it's been consolidating. It's just consolidating. That's all it is. And when you consolidate after a move up, typically you look to break to the upside, right? I don't believe that you're stopping here, that this is the end all be all, personally. I don't believe that what you've done is you've busted through from this movement all the way down. I don't believe that you found support now at the only significant area throughout this entire down move. This is the only significant area. You can see it with your eyes. If you have eyeballs, if you're wondering what makes it a significant area, well, here, did you have any significance? No, not until you stopped here for like 6 weeks, 5 weeks. It's the only time that you had a 5 to 6 week period where you stopped until you hit the low. It's no mistake that now we're finding support clearly at that exact area. Is it perfect? No. Is it perfect here? No. But it's pretty similar, in my opinion, to the grand scope of what we've done so far with the lower low, with the time of consolidation after the high. We are right on the precipice of moving up. And if we move up, if it takes a little bit of time first to move up, it's the end of October and we're only at 4 cents, I encourage you, I implore you to not write this thing off, because we've moved up slowly before just to chill and then rip afterwards. We could do it again. I'd be lying to you if I said that I thought that this move would be exactly like this last move. I don't think they're going to be the exact same. I think this move will kick off with a bang and then it'll fizzle out. Personally, I think it's going to be kind of a reverse order, in my opinion. I think we're going to hit that 10 to 15 cent area really fast and then crawl to 26 to 32 cents. We're going to shake people out, right? We're not going to make it easy for people. not financial advice out of financial advisor. I think that's what's going to happen. But maybe not. I don't know. That's just, call it a hunch. That doesn't mean that it has to happen. Maybe we just rip all the way up to 26, 20 to 32 cents, 26 cents, that area, nonstop, week after week. By the end of October and the beginning of November, we're there. It could be a move just like that. I don't know how it's going to look. Or perhaps it's by the end of the year. But somewhere between now and the coming months, we should be, within the next 6 weeks or within the next 16 weeks, we're going to be at new all-time highs and dramatically higher than just what our all-time highs have to offer. Okay, it's important to look at the grand scope of things. We look at the weekly time frame on these indicators here. You've got lower lows. You're at some of the lowest levels in the weekly RSI that you were since back here, or that you have been since back here. Stochastics are at the same areas that we were when we found support. We were at the low. We weren't moving up immediately from there, but we were at the low. And the MACD here, right at the zero, this is exactly where you'd look to bounce. Exactly where you would look to bounce. If we can get the weeks to start closing green and cross this to the upside, we can get a bounce off the zero. You guys, that would be a phenomenally powerful indication there that good things are coming. And I think we'll get that. I think that we will get that. There's all these coincidences of where we're finding support, of what we're doing. It seems so obvious that this thing is not going to dump down, right? If this was just a one-off, I've seen it, right? This is my third bull cycle. I've been doing this for 10 years, you guys. One-offs look like this. That's what a one-off looks like, right? They come back. You want me to show you what a one-off looks like? Let's do this. Here, how about this? No offense, no shade to this, but this is a one-off, right? That's a one-off. Yeah, you see it? You see it, right? You see how this is different, and this doesn't mean it's a scam, but do you see how this is different than this? It's completely different, right? Do you see how? And here's one that I hold as well, right here. Oh, why is it freezing up on me? Let me turn up the performance here, so that doesn't happen again. Here we go. Here's one that I'm holding as well. That's been rather disappointing, but still, let's call a spade a spade. You pumped up and you dumped down, right? Massive accumulation phase, no doubt, but still, right? That's a one-off. That's a one-off. That's a one. You see how this is different than this, right? Right. Different behavior, different results. It's not a hard conclusion to make. And what's going to be funny, I'm waiting for this. I really am waiting for this. I know a lot of us are waiting for higher prices, 26 to 32 cents. I'm waiting for that too. But what I'm waiting for is, you got lucky. It's because people were shorting it. It's because it was a short squeeze. There's no fundamental value to this thing. It's a scam. The same things they were saying here, the same things they were saying here. They can say it all the way up. We'll laugh it straight to the bank. Ha 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 ha. We're gonna be laughing, man. From a 1 hour time frame here. Looking at it here. I like this. You guys, it's about to rip. Yeah? Can you see it? Do I need to explain it? No? Enough said. End the video? Okay, fine. I'll tell you. Flat top. Ascending lows. The pressure's building. It's about to pop, man. We were here last time and we made a straight move up. We're going to go to 1.4 cents, 1.5 cents like that, 2 cents like that. It's going to happen. It's coming right now. Stochastics are bullish. RSI's bullish. MACD's bullish. I didn't need to tell you that, though. Bullish on the stochastics, very bullish on the MACD. Had a false cross on the zero there, coming back above it. Love to see it. And then the RSI getting overbought, not getting oversold. Bullish, you guys. It's clear the path right here, right? It's very clear. Bouncing off the 50 after rejecting the overbought zone. Perfect. Good. That's what we want. Rejecting the overbought zone, coming down, bouncing off the 40. Good. That's decent. Not bad. Daily MACD has yet to cross above the zero, but it will. Oh, it will. You know it will. It's about to happen. I wouldn't be surprised, guys. 9 hours, 16 minutes left in this day. It could be by the end of today. That 4 hour, that 1 hour time frame looks like it's ready to pop at any minute now. It could be by the end of today that we're above these highs, if not tomorrow, sometime this week. I wouldn't be surprised in the least if we saw a move that was similar to this, but instead of 17%, it was larger. Over the weeks to come, we've got a lot of growth. Absolutely, we do. It's going to be fantastic. We're back at the weekly time frame now. You guys already know what I think about this. It's bullish as hell. I don't have anything else that I want to say. I think I've said it all. All I can say, all I'll leave you with is that we hit the 2618. The technical next target zone is the 2886 to the 3786. Okay, and that takes us anywhere from 10 to 7 cents to 21 to 27 cents. And that secondary target happens to line up with our high to low 1886 200 area right here. I wouldn't be surprised if that's exactly where we went. I don't think we're going to stop at the golden ratio here. I don't think we're stopping at the 1-4-1-4. I don't believe. I'm not saying we can't find turbulence. We can find turbulence in this area, but I don't think this move. We're not going to see consolidation like this probably for the rest of the bull market, but we're not going to see consolidation like to any significant degree outside of a few weeks, maybe 6 weeks at the most. We're not going to see any kind of significant consolidation until we're up at 26 to 32 cents. Yeah. I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, share this with a friend. I will see you on the next one. We've got Goliath mainnet coming out by the end of the month. Take it easy. Bye-bye.